Welcome into the Greater Texas Ford Dealers inaugural Female Athlete of the Month. From Jacksboro to Kilgore, Eastland to Dalhart, Lampasas to Gilmer, Temple, Big Spring to Sweetwater, and many points in between. We celebrate the remarkable achievements of female high school athletes based on performances on and off the field and courts. From Class 6A to private schools, it's the Greater Texas Ford Dealers Female Athlete of the Month. Joining me now, one of the most outstanding wrestlers in the state of Texas, and she's only a sophomore and a multi-sport superstar. I'm talking about the one and only Erinn Sewell of Copperas Cove. She's our Class 6A Greater Texas Ford Dealers Female Athlete of the Month. Well, a big congratulations, Erinn, on winning this prestigious honor. What did you think when you heard that you were the best in Texas?
It was actually something crazy. Like, I didn't expect. I was like, "Wait, me?" I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe like this actually happened." Like, it was so like surreal for me.
Well, it definitely is you, and a big congratulations. You know, when I look at you, you're one of those girls, and a rare one at that, that has had a lot of firsts at your school at Copperas Cove. You were the first freshman to go to state, the first ever wrestler at your school to place at state. What has that experience been like for you to be the state runner-up for the state championships?
It was definitely something different. Like, since I just started wrestling the year before, I just went to state. I competed, and I obviously didn't do that well my first year, so I didn't stay over long. But when I went the second year, and I was just staying there for a long time, and then like I finally got to like a championship round. They did all the parading, and we walked out. I was like, wow, this is like a lot. Like they actually care to see all these wrestlers, and it's like a big deal, especially in Texas. I was like, this is just so amazing to be in.
Most wrestlers that achieve what you've been able to do have been doing it pretty much all their lives. And you mentioned it. You've only been wrestling for a couple of years, which is pretty remarkable that you've been able to go to state in back-to-back years on the highest level in Texas. How have you been able to get so good so fast?
I feel like half of it maybe that I have like a lot of strength because I have been lifting for a little bit with previous sports. And then another half is like my team and my coach pushing me hard to drill down any moves and techniques that I need for my matches.
Yeah, and I think about your freshman year, you were only wrestling for a couple of months, and then you get on a run and you go all the way to state. It is just absolutely remarkable. When did you fall in love with the sport, and when did you realize that you might have something with it?
I think it was when I was at districts overall. Like I was like, wow, this could be something like I'm actually great at. Like before I was like playing around and I didn't see like the value I could have in the sport. But then like when I got to districts, I was like, I could go for it maybe. So yeah.
So I understand your first taste of wrestling was from your grandfather who used to watch World Wrestling Federation, Hulk Hogan and those guys. What was it about that that intrigued you?
I think just all like the like anger and technique put together because like wrestling you could like do anything kind of basically like you could all the anger you have you could put it in but put it in technique and then be able to win something out of it. So I feel like that's something that I really like myself.
Well, I know your coach has been very instrumental in all of this, Ryan Robbins. Talk about him and what he's meant to you because he saw something special in you with no experience, basically.
Yeah, I really love my coach. Like he has pushed me so hard. Like it's fun to be in the mat room and make jokes with him and like even if it's like he's making fun of me. It's like, yeah, I could have fun with him, and that he could not only have fun with me, but push me hard because that's how far I got. Because he would throw me in the mat room and be like, "You have to get this down if you want to beat this person. If you want to go this far, you have to get this technique down because this would be better for you." Or he like for me, I have to usually cut like a lot of weight, so he will like help me with what nutrition I need to be on. and everything. So I just like really appreciate him and how much he's like really put into me, time and everything.
Well, I know he's meant so much to you. He was the one that nominated you for this honor. I think about your season 35-4, district champion, the district's most outstanding wrestler, regional champ, state runner up. What are you most proud of when you think back at this journey your sophomore year?
Um, I think it might be kind of it's between becoming regional champ and like placing at state. Because going through those, I was at regionals, I was like, ooh, this is like it. Like if I don't place here, if I don't become regional champ, like I can't go to state, I can't go to the next level. So it's something like you have to really lock in your mind. And then after like I think it was my second to last match before I had like the championship match for regionals, I just felt relief when I was wrestling. Like I did things that I never done before, and I was like, I'm like great for this. Like I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that win. And then for state, it was like the same way. Like I just enjoyed being there. I got to have fun with my friends while also being able to do a sport that I really love. And it was just like just an amazing experience just to be there.
It's such a show to watch you perform. You know, everybody in that arena, they know you're the it girl. You're the one with the biggest target on your back. They all aspire to be as good as you and they want to beat you. How are you able to weather through all that because you know so many eyes are on you?
For me, it's really like my religion. Like when I get like a lot of anxiety before my matches and things, like I have to put my headphones on, listen to some Christian music, maybe read a few verses and like pray about it because like all the talking and sometimes like I'd hear like, oh, you're not gonna beat them. They look a lot stronger than you are. They have like tattoos. It would like sometimes actually like get to me. I'd be like, oh, can I not beat them? Like maybe I'm not strong enough. Maybe I don't have the technique. But just like being able to have like a sound mind through my religion.
Well, you know, you're just beyond your years in the sport. And I know you're somebody that really, really works at it and tries to outsmart your competition while also trying to dominate them. How much do you work at this?
Um, for wrestling, we do summer workout, summer club, and then like during the school year, we have like this year I had practice from seventh period, which starts at two something, all the way to like 5:45 on back to backs. So that would be like a couple hours.
Well, it's definitely paid off all that hard work. You know, your mom calls you a miracle baby. I know she's been so supportive in everything that you do. You were born with smaller than normal kidneys. The doctors, they thought you were going to need a kidney transplant. That has not happened. I know you have to see a doctor every 6 months to just kind of monitor all that. How have you been able to overcome that and be the amazing athlete that you are?
I think really like going out of my comfort zone, especially since like I wasn't even supposed to wrestle because my doctor said, well, you might hurt yourself or it might make your condition worse. But I was like, this is something I really want to do. Like it's so interesting. And for me, I just enjoy trying new sports and trying new things to better myself athletically. And I was just like, I might have to take the risk and just go for it. And I'm just like glad that I took that risk because then I wouldn't be able to accomplish so much.
It is amazing because you think about the risk that you're taking. You know, you're wrestling, you're running around, your kidneys obviously are open, people can hit you. I know your mom, you know, sometimes she goes to those events and she can't even breathe. She's so nervous, her stomach's in a knot, and she's so supportive of you. How did you convince her to let you wrestle? And what about the support that she's given you?
I don't remember how I convinced her to wrestle. Like she literally did not want me. Like after after eighth grade, when I was entering my freshman year and I had all the summer workouts, like I was going with my friends to wrestling. My mom was like, "No, you shouldn't do that. Your doctor doesn't recommend it. You shouldn't be doing anything like physically like that where people could actually hit you." And I was like, "But I actually really want to do it." And I was talking with my coach, and just something she was just like, okay, you could do it, but if you get hurt, we're gonna have a problem. I was like, okay, okay, okay. And then, but like, she does support me a lot. Like, she tries to make it when she can, like, especially like home duels. She's like there. I mean, she'll get scared. Like, I could be dominating in the match, and she'll be like, and she'll be like crying. No offense to my mom, love you. And sometimes, like, it's like amazing to have her support because when I was at like regionals and state, like, it was just, I felt like a little bit more homesick when I was there. So I'd be like, oh, I miss my mom. And then to like go there and she'll like surprise me and I see her, it was just like so amazing. Like, I'll be like, oh, mom, I miss you so much. It's just great to have you here and stuff like that.
I know you have three siblings and it's a wide range of ages, and yet you all are very close. How much do you love them?
I love my siblings. Like, we could fight and bicker sometimes, but like, I'm just so close to them. I like being able to come home and just say hi to them. How was your day? Or like my baby sister, I just like when I come home or when I come from something, or if I like see her, like my mom visits me at my match, it's like, oh my God, hi Naomi, hi Naomi. And it's just like fun to be around them.
Well, I know your mom says, hey, this is all about everybody knowing your name. And they definitely know your name now with back-to-back trips to state. The colleges are starting to get interested. They can't reach out to you yet. You're only a sophomore right now, but they will. How many aspirations do you have of getting to college and competing there, and also maybe the Olympics down the line?
Um, to be honest, I do really want to go to college for wrestling. Like, I have a few colleges in mind because I just feel like that will make a difference to see more female athletes, especially in wrestling, go to college because wrestling doesn't have that many colleges, especially in the Division 1 level. So that would be like a great experience for me. And I do eventually probably want to compete in the Olympics. I feel like in my mind, I could tell I'd be like, oh my God, that's like scary. Like, that's the Olympics. But also, I just be like, that'd be really cool to do. So yeah.
Well, the way you dominate on the highest level in Texas in Class 6A, we know you're going to win a state championship. That's probably going to happen the next 2 years. That would seem like the procession for you, no doubt about that. Well, you talked about the colleges, and you're one of those rare athletes that can earn a scholarship both academically and in athletics. Why is the classroom so important to you?
Because it's like in the classroom, you could learn so much information that could benefit you in your future. Not only like the maths you'll need for like taxing and whatever you're making all the money you have to calculate it, but just like other things like learning how to run a business if you wanted to do that in the future, or learning how to become a nurse, like things like that are just so beneficial in the classroom. And to just keep up the good grades so colleges can not only give you scholarships athletically, but also academically.
So well said. I know that you love to play some other sports too, and you like to dominate there as well. In volleyball, you earned the blocker of the year, and basically like a steel wall at the net. When I look at the video, nobody can get the ball over you. You jump so high. How much do you enjoy playing volleyball and the girls that you get to compete with?
I really enjoy volleyball. Like, it's definitely somewhere I could let loose and just like be able to move around the court. And it's a communicating sport because it's more a team sport than wrestling. So like being able to like be on a team and build different bonds is amazing. And just to learn from different people on my team, like especially I have one player, her name is Chloe. Like, she has taught me a lot about blocking. Like, she's an amazing blocker, and the level she's at, like, I definitely aspire to be at that level.
Well, with your Jamaican heritage, it's no surprise that you would be great in track and field, and that's another place where you absolutely dominate, high jump and in the relays. How much do you enjoy dominating there on the track?
I really enjoy it. Like, just coming after all my sports, I do be a little bit tired, but to just go out there have fun, make friends, and experience new things on the track, learn how to be faster for my other sports. It's really amazing.
Now, despite your heritage, you don't like Jamaican food. What is up with that?
I think I'm more on the pickier side. Like small things like I will be like, oh, that looks good, but I wouldn't really try it in my opinion.
Well, I know you have a lot of faith and you're a big time churchgoer. You mentioned it earlier. And you also encourage a lot of your friends and your teammates and people at your school, your classmates as well, to go to church. Why is that such a passion for you?
Because in my opinion, God has done so much for me, especially since I was little with my condition. And now, like, to accomplish all the things I was like praying for last year, it's just like it's all coming to pass. And He just keeps on giving me more and more to be able to spread my religion with. So it's just amazing. And I just like spreading with other people because seeing other people struggle, like, it's very saddened to me. And I'm just like, well, in my opinion, if you trust in my Lord and my God, these things could happen. He could heal that sadness, he could heal that depression, he'll show you true love.
Well, you're such an inspiration to all of us. And I know you have two very close friends, Courtney in volleyball, Emma in wrestling. Talk about those two girls and how they've helped push you to be the athlete that you are today.
I've known them both for like a really long time. Like I think since like around elementary school. Emma, like we've been friends so long, like well, we just have grown, especially during the wrestling season, because she was like one of the people that were like, okay, we need to go to wrestling during summer pride. We need to go to wrestling. It'd be fun. We could do it together. We could do it together. So I feel like she pushes me in that aspect, and especially since I'm like on the more goofier side, she like keeps me more tame and helps me like lock in and be more serious and get the job done, basically.
It's
And then
very rare. It really is rare that you could be a world class wrestler and yet be a very good dancer. You've done a lot of dance competitions. How are you able to pull that off? Because that's kind of two ends of the spectrum right there.
um I actually have been dancing since I was little, like real little. Like that was like the first like actual sport I did. It's like something where you could just put so much musicality and express your emotions. And then just to be winning awards on the side, like me and my drill team, we got grand champion. And then I also do outside of school dance, so we get like first place and double platinums. It's just really fun to just be able to get on that floor and just be able to do something goofy and fun.
Well, we also hear that you kind of are OCD to the T about being cleanliness. You know that you just want everything to be clean. If it's messy, you can't even function. You'll even change your room just to make sure it's clean. Where's that coming from?
I don't know. I actually just changed my room for the interview too. Uh, I just feel like my mind has to be like quiet. And if I come into my room and it feels like too cluttery, like if I see a little bit of dust or if I left out clothes before I left, my mind is just like making noise like clean that up. I don't know why. It's just in my mind like that.
Well, the Copperas Cove community, Go Dogs, is a very tight knit community. Tell me about how that community has shaped you and your family.
It actually has shaped me a lot, and especially like to get support from different people. It's just something surreal, as I said before. Like I'll have like people and their parents be like, "Oh my God, I'm like such a big fan. Like you're so good at wrestling." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, thank you." And like it just like comes from like different people. Like I would just be in school having my headphones on, just walking to class. People were like, "Congratulations." I'm like, well, what? And they'd be like, for wrestling, like I saw what you did, like you made history in school. That's so good. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. Like it's just fun to see that people see what I'm doing, that I'm making history.
Well, Erinn, you truly are a miracle. And congratulations on everything. It's going to be fun to watch your plight and watch you make even more history there at Copperas Cove. Congratulations on being the Class 6A Greater Texas Ford Dealers Female Athlete of the Month.
Thank you so much. It means a lot.
Your Greater Texas Ford dealers is so proud to recognize the hard work, dedication, perseverance, and passion of so many Texas high school female athletes who inspire us all. Here's this month's winners. And don't forget, you can see their interviews at Greater TX Ford for Greater Texas Ford dealers. From Class 1A to 6A, plus private schools, we celebrate them all. Thanks so much for watching the Greater Texas Ford Dealers inaugural Female Athlete of the Month. See you next time.